ingenious supplies.
What's up, Spikes? Welcome back to the finale of the Goliath Gauntlet featuring Jay, also known as Zen State Fab. Welcome once again. Thank you, as always.
Thank you.
And yeah, this is going to be the finale, and I thought we could do something a little bit spicy. We're going to do ninja versus ninja, two different styles, two different talents, and we're just going to see who can ninja the best.
I don't know what talent you're talking about. My talent is Kadachi's.
Yeah, no, and my talent is Draconic. Different talents. So anyway, like I said, I am playing a Draconic Ninja, which, as we all know, is Phi. Phi is a rapscallion, I think is the only word that I can use to describe him, who uses Draconic Ninja stuff to go really wide and leverage Phoenix Flames, which I have one out here because I actually get to start with one in my graveyard, thanks to Phi's ability. So the idea behind this deck is pretty straightforward. Just keep punching you with low cost, like 2s and 3s, and just see where that takes us. So I am playing Phi, who allows me to also get Phoenix Flames back from my graveyard to continue pumping up my Draconic Chain Links. I have the Searing Emberblade as my weapon, which is just a really solid weapon. Two for 3, go again if I have 2 or more Draconic Chain Links, and this counts towards that, so usually pretty easy to work out. I am running the new Ninja head equipment from the Tolarian Community College Round the Table product, which is Mask of Three Tails. So it's not quite as long game as Mask of Momentum for like incremental value, but it doesn't count, or it doesn't count to 3. It's not worrying about 3 in a row. Right. It's just 3 at any point during the turn. If I've hit 3 or more times, I can at instant speed destroy it to draw a card. So that's good. An interesting option. I also have Blossom of Spring just to give me 1 extra resource. Usually you would want this if you're wanting the resource before turn 3, if you want it on turn 1 or 2 to really push damage through, then Blossom of Spring just performs better than Tunic would. We also have Tiger Stripe Shuko just for a block 2 that sometimes adds some extra damage, which is pretty good. And then Snapdragon Scalers to give go again, because I want to go as wide as I possibly can.
Absolutely.
And that brings us to you, Jay. Please introduce Katsu for the 4th and final time.
Yeah. So I'm on Katsu. So again, my talent is to swing Kadachi's and paper cut my opponent. But no, Katsu.
Consomme.
I just made a new hero called Katsu. So Katsu is Katsu, first time an attack action card I control hits each turn. I get to trigger Katsu. I can discard a 0 cost and try and piece together my important combos, which you'll see a good one last.
Last game was very impactful.
Yeah. Okay, so notably one important change on the equipment side of things. I am still running Mask, of course. Third thing that hits in a row. I will get to draw a card. Breaking Scales, as an attack reaction, I can destroy this and give a combo piece +1. So once again, that will allow me to maybe go over and get my Mass Momentum draw. Breeze Rider Boots has come up a few times. I was considering using it last turn as well, but I can break it on hit to give all of my pieces with combo go again. And now we get to play with Blazing Yoroi, my lovely Marvel version of it that I picked up at Canadian Nationals.
Yeah.
So while this is defending on Chainlink 4 or higher, which Phi, I don't know, whatever, all of these heroes, but which Phi can do very easily. So this will actually block for 5 as Blade Break, which is pretty good value.
Pretty good, especially when Phi really likes to end combat chains with like Lava Burst.
Yeah, which attacks for 5.
Which attacks for 5. That just blocks it. So we'll see if we can get that lined up. But yeah, anyway, that brings us to the final game. So let's break into our Gamegenic Bastions and get this party started.
Yes, sir.
Well, as I said at the start of the game, a Phoenix Flame does get to start in my graveyard, which is relevant because it'll allow me to do some pretty cool shenanigans.
So notably, I won the die roll.
Yes.
But I am deciding for you to go first.
Yes. Yeah. So very magnanimous of you. I appreciate it. Very benevolent. And
I hope Phi does want to go second, though.
I hope that I don't hit you too hard for your liking. Yeah. But I will be starting off by attacking you with this Belittle. To do that, I'm going to pitch this Soul Bead Strike, which will mean that I have 2 floating, and I will reveal this Brand with Cinderclaw, to use its ability to find myself a Minowism and put it into my hand.
Okay.
So that will find me this blue Minowism, which I'll put into my hand, as well as this brand with Cinderclaw, which I've just revealed. So this is coming in for 3 with Go Again.
I will block for 3.
Sounds like a plan. I will then follow that up with this brand with Cinderclaw for 3 with Go Again. My next attack this combat chain is Draconic, in addition to its other types.
I will once again present a block for 3.
Well, that's fine by me, because I will pay 2 to come in with the Searing Emberblade. It is the second Draconic Chain Link, so it's for 3 with Go Again.
You have 2 cards in hand. I know one of them is Minowism.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and block for 2 and take 1.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to attack with Lava Bane Loyalty for 1, and because I have 2 or more Draconic Chain Links, it has Go Again.
I'll go ahead and say no blocks on that.
You got it.
Take 1 to 18.
Sounds good. I will activate Phi because I have 3 Chain Links. This is free to get this Phoenix Flame back to my hand, which I will present immediately. It has +1 from its own ability and +1 from Tiger Stripe Shuko, so its damage cannot be prevented.
I'm going to go ahead and get value from my equipment right away. May or may not be the right call, but I'll block 2.
Sounds like a plan. So I have not hit 3 or more times this turn. I will Arsenal, and I will pass to you.
Okay, I'm going to start with this Descendant Gust Wave, pitching a red Flick Flack to pay for it. So this is coming in for 3 with Go Again.
Starting with Descendant Gust Wave.
Unfortunately.
Interesting. Okay, I will not block. I will just take 3.
Sure.
I'll go to 17.
I'll follow it up with Bonds of Ancestry. So since the last card was Gust Wave, or has Gust Wave in its name, this will be for free. It'll come in for 4 with Go Again, and I get to banish this Whelming Gust Wave from my graveyard and go looking for a second Whelming Gust Wave.
Okay.
Okay, so this second Whelming Gust Wave will be banished until end of turn I can play it. Notably, Katsu did trigger on the Descended Gust Wave hit, but we wouldn't have triggered it anyway. So.
Okay. I think it's early enough that I can leverage my life as a resource, so I will take 4 damage.
Okay.
Go to 13.
Go to 13. Yep, and we're just going to follow this up with a nice easy block for you, but maybe not for 5. 5 runs a lot of 2 blocks. So this is for 3 Threatening Mask.
I'm going to block with this Lava Burst, which is a weird thing for me to do, but I think it's fine.
I think it's fine too. I will allow it.
Okay.
I will Arsenal Pass.
Excellent. We're going to kick things off, and I'm just going to play this Minowism from my arsenal that we all know about. I will then follow that up with this Double Strike for 2. When it resolves, I can banish it, and then I can play it again this turn if I want, but it loses the ability to banish itself, and it has Go Again. So it's coming in for 2.
I will say no blocks.
Okay.
16.
Double Strike does get banished from its own ability.
Yep.
I will play this Blaze Headlong for 4, because I've played a red card this turn. It has Go Again.
I will once again say no blocks.
Okay. That works for me. Then I will follow that up with this Double Strike once again. It has +1 from the Tiger Stripe Shuko. So it's coming in for 2 with Go Again.
No blocks.
Sounds good to me. So I have hit 3 times. Relevant. I think I am going to cash in this mask here.
Okay.
So I will draw a card.
Sure.
That was a pretty decent card to draw.
Sweet.
But I think what we're going to do is attack in with this Snatch for 4. On hit, draw a card.
I will give you Blazing Yoroi for 5. This is Chain Link 4, yes? There's a Double Strike.
Yes, there is. This is Chain Link 4.
Here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just going to get me to pop my Snapdragon Scalers because I want to continue doing things. And then now that this has Go Again, I'm going to follow this up with a Blaze Headlong.
Another 4.
Once again. So yeah, this is for 4 with Go Again.
Okay, we're going to continue to be greedy and take another 4 down to 6.
Wow. Okay. All right, that works for me. So I will pass the turn over to you.
I'm going to start with an old trusty Kadachi for 1, pitching a Blue Dishonor to float.
That's fine. I will take 1.
Okay. I will follow that up with a Leg Tap for 4 with Go Again, 1 float.
I'm just going to take 4. Okay. Do your worst.
Katsu will trigger, and I will discard this Be Like Water to tutor a Blackout Kick, which I will banish and can play until end of turn.
I feel like you're going to kick my head off.
I might try. So then we will follow up with the next combo piece, Rising Knee Thrust. So if Leg Tap was the last attack this combat chain, which it was, is going to gain +2 and Go Again, so 5 Go Again.
5 Go Again, and then Blackout Kick comes in for 7?
It sure does.
So I have to block for 5 at some point during the next 2 chain links. Okay, I will block 4/6.
Nice clean block. The extra point to cover up breaking scales here. I do still get to follow this up with a blackout kick for 7.
Yes.
Since Rising Knee Thrust was the last attack this combat.
It in fact was. So I will declare a block for 2 with my Tiger Stripe Shuko.
Okay.
And attempt to take 5.
You've done it.
Okay. 5 has been taken.
Okay, I will pass. I think that was impactful enough.
I think I was mentioning this to you previous to us playing the first game, but yeah, like Blackout Kick as a combo line just does a bunch of damage.
That's what I'm saying.
It just does. That was 16 damage.
Yeah, and it's not that hard to string together. Like I just needed the one Katsu trigger. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
It's kind of wild. So I think all I'm going to do is try to present you with some awkward breakpoints, although you don't even really need to care. I'm going to break my Blossom of Spring for a resource. I'm just going to attack you for 4 with this red Bittering Thorns, pitching this red Belittle in order to do so.
I think this is the only time where Bittering Thorns is like not that scary. Otherwise, this is a very good card.
Yes. No, this turn was going to be crazy if I wasn't just... my head wasn't just kicked clean off. So
Yeah. I'm going to declare no blocks. Do you have any reactions?
I do not.
I will flick back, blocking 4.
Dang. Okay. So no damage gets through, and I will pass the turn to you.
Okay. I will present this yellow Surging Strike for 4, pitching this yellow Descendant Gust Wave.
That's lethal.
Yep.
That's lethal.
It's 1 over lethal, actually.
Yeah. Well, I have to put myself in a position where I'm still able to survive against Kodachis, so I will block for 4.
Yes, that is the play. I will follow that up with another 3, which is notably once again lethal.
That is also lethal. I will block with this Rising Resentment from my hand for 2. And I will take 1.
So I could force you to 1, but I don't think it makes sense. So
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to take 1.
For 2.
And I will pass.
Well, my turn is very straightforward. I am just going to Rise from the Ashes to give my next Draconic or Ninja attack action card plus 3 until end of turn, and then I can return a Phoenix Flame from my graveyard to my hand, which I will do, and then attack you with it.
For 3.
For 3 only, yeah, because this isn't its own chain link.
I will say no blocks.
You got it. That'll go to my graveyard, and I will pass the turn back to you. Show me what you've got.
So notably, I've drawn no blues, which Katsu doesn't like that much, but I'm going to start off with a Be Like Water. So this is for 3 with Go Again. And if it hits, I can pay 1 to choose a different name for it. So either Head Jab, Surging Strike, or Twin Twisters.
I will block for 3 with this Salt the Wound.
That makes sense. Okay, I have some bad news.
Okay.
I'm going to attack react with Ancestral Empowerment, giving it +1 and draw a card.
Yes. It does not have combo, so I'm not just dead to Breaking Scales, but I do take 1 damage.
Okay, Katsu trigger.
Bad for me.
Katsu trigger and Be Like Water trigger.
Bad for me.
So I will trigger Be Like Water first, paying the 1 to give it the name of Surging Strike. Katsu, I will discard this Flick Flack, which is a 0 cost, in order to search for a Whelming Gust Wave. I will then follow that up with a Whelming Gust Wave. For 4, go again on hit draw.
I would like to block for 5 with Lava Vein Loyalty and Bittering Thorns.
Excellent. I will follow that Whelming Gust Wave up with a Magenshi release. If Whelming Gust Wave was the last attack, this combat chain gains +1, go again, and if it hits, I get to search for any number of Lord of Winds.
Okay, I'd like to block with my Blossom of Spring.
Excellent, for 0.
And this Double Strike.
Great.
It's actually, it counts as 2 cards, so I'm actually blocking...
4 and still dying?
4 and still dying.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I will,
even with my cheat.
I will Breaking Scales it.
Oh, so now I'm at -1.
Yeah.
But Double Strike... I'm running out of
GGs.
I'm running out of memes. Yeah, you definitely had me there.
Even, yeah, I love Katsu's ability and stuff, because even like this hand, like this was in my arsenal for a very long time.
Yeah.
And this hand is honestly like, so this, I cheated. This was an arsenal. So this hand is not great.
Yeah.
It would be so much easier if I just had a blue, smooth things out, Surging Straight off the bat, but it's fun that you can, you know, there are like little puzzles that you can kind of still make things work. So Be Like Water instead of Surging Strike, changing the name, all this kind of stuff. So
yeah, that was
very fun.
Very, very well navigated final turn there.
Thanks.
Yeah, damn. He's got some stuff. He's got some legs, and I like it.
Yeah.
I do also appreciate that we did see, not in this game, but in the previous game, that he has a new tool that might just be breathing new life into Katsu anyway.
I think so. I think, like we were discussing, there's very little consequence to running it because it's a 0-cost blue that you want to run anyways. And the previous iterations of the list, I think just run like blue combo pieces without the previous without being able to activate just because
they're blue block 3s that are also attacks sometimes.
So like, why not run it? I understand like people are, not super, they're wondering whether it's good. But I think the fact that it has such a high ceiling, like we calculated represented 9 damage on the last game. Go watch it if you haven't. The fact that it can do that is just like, why not?
Yeah, why not? Exactly. It's it has such a low opportunity cost being a blue block 3 that also sometimes is an Artivore that draws a card. Like just kind of crazy. But yeah, anyway, so that wraps it up for a 2-2 result. I did smack you around a little bit, but you slapped right back. So definitely really fun to see that. Big fan of Katsu, so really excited to see that he's got some legs here. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for the final game of the Goliath Gauntlet. Thank you so much, Jay, for being on the channel. We appreciate you, and hope to see you again at some point again for another Goliath Gauntlet. But until such time, good games. Until such time, that'll do it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you didn't watch the previous games, you definitely should. Like I said, context, it makes a lot more sense if you've seen the other 3. But we appreciate your support. As always, stay well, stay safe, and we'll catch you all in the next series.